Hello, welcome to Hokage's Reviews. Today's video is about Obsession, and I just want to let you know I have no script, so I'm just going off the top of my head and what I just remember. Although I did just watch the movie like an hour ago. Okay, I just got the movies here, and I am looking at chat because I ain't got no haircut. All right, relax. Okay, what I want to get into first is I want to go over a whole overview of the movie, and then parts I really liked, parts I didn't like, and the characters themselves. Right? The whole overview of the movie was phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie to you. The movie was phenomenal. Just spit. The reason why I say that is because the acting just, oh my days, the acting was so good. And it's like an indie film, so it's like that's you know they're fighting for something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I know they made so much money back from the movie because that movie is just that good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a really good premise. The scenes were very good. It was really intense. It was very like there was a lot of what's the word? Shit. There was a lot of tension in the scenes. It doesn't matter, okay? I really love the movie because a lot of the scenes like just you could feel the pressure in the air. Because the shadowing, the shots, everything was done with an intent, and it worked. It worked perfectly. What I didn't like, my uncle kind of pointed this out, was the pacing. Like, it could have been a lot shorter. But then again, not a lot shorter, like 15 minutes shorter. But then again, it's like, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not too sure on that one. I have to watch the movie again to really, see. But this is my first time seeing it. And I feel like the shots were very good. The shadows, you couldn't see her face a lot of times. Just chef's kiss. The way, not just the acting, the acting, really, the acting really sealed the deal for real. Like the premise was already good, like the plot and shit. The characters were kind of dumb. That's what I feel like the characters were, but they were meant to be like that though. I feel like every character was very, like, they acted on selfishness rather than selflessness. You know what I'm saying? They were very inconsiderate to other people's, things. Like, Ian was kind of spiting, Nikki and Bear just because he thought that Nikki was trying to get back at him, right? Nikki, I mean, she's the victim in the situation, bro. She's really the victim in the situation. I feel like Ian should have definitely told him earlier, like, yo, bro, me and her was, for 2 years now. 2 years now, he didn't even say nothing. He had this big ass crush on her, but he didn't say nothing to him. And then when he gets in here, he's like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you." You only said that because he brought it up, bro. Ian was not a true friend. Like I was thinking in my head, I was like, why would he be looking up whether her dad actually has cancer or not? That's, first of all, it's none of your concern. Second of all, maybe he was a good homeboy, but nah, bro, no, that's still weird. Yeah, she was lying, but it was still weird, right? And then Bear was acting on selfishness because the original, like the whole plot of the movie, you could have talked to her. You could have let her know your feelings. She literally gave you an option to let her know your feelings. Yet you was like, nah, I just see us as friends. And her reaction kind of was like, damn, maybe she does want him, but he doesn't know that, right? But then I was like, yeah, other people saying other stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That doesn't really matter because we saw how the movie turned out. Still, she only got him in the car. The letter thing, I really understand that. It's very sad that she died before even going to the college, But she was trying to get Bear to cheat on Nikki, basically. And I was like, even after Nikki did all that shit at the party, started tweaking out, doing all this at the party, she literally hurt herself, and you still try to get him to cheat. Sarah's not innocent in the story either. I feel like the Bear is the biggest, the most terrible character. And I don't mean that like I dislike his character. I really did like his character, but I disliked his character. You know what I'm saying? The actor really made like the immersion. It felt real. Like he felt like a real person. And I was just getting mad at all the dumbass decisions he made from start to finish. He didn't make not one good decision, honestly. And if you really want to get out of that, you should have just, hey, Sarah, this is what I did. Help me out. That would have been a lot better than Ian, honestly, if you already know that Ian was trying to, and then Ian making a dumbass decision. I gotta do it. $1 billion. I wish for $1 billion. You see the blood on his shirt. You see he's stressed out. He's tweaking out, and he's being genuine about this. You saw how Nikki was acting. You saw how Nikki went from this to that, the different person overnight. Yet you still didn't believe him. I feel like that was stupid. I was like, bro, there's no way you see all of this. Every side point to yes, he's correct. Yet you still like $1 billion. And then he went to his door like he didn't have. Hey, better have $1 billion. We're rich now, dude. He knows that. He literally saw you make the wish. Okay, and I just feel like Bear just made dumb decisions from start to finish. From the first decision, breaking it. Oh no, it's probably fake. Yet she acted differently immediately. That's why I feel like her acting was phenomenal, because the way she just switched up immediately to be a different person, you could tell from the moment. You could tell how she was acting like, whoa, that shit actually worked. And it's crazy how he didn't see that it worked. He had only then did he put two and two together once he told about the father. And he still wanted to like let it keep going even after seeing how sporadic she was and how she like, oh, she would freak out, like gain consciousness for a second and then go back to that moment. Right? But it was dumb that he didn't try to look for a solution then and there. And only when he like she really started, bro, he just made dumb decisions from start to finish. In the ending, bro, the ending was so sad because you realize she literally snapped back into consciousness. Everybody who worked with her dead. Dudes you had to fling with. The friend group, all just dead. And now she got a gun. She's messed up. Like, imagine what I can do to a person. She go to the next room, Sarah. Oh my days, Sarah. That was a brutal death. Like you knew it was coming. And that's why another thing I was like, bro, Bear, you're such an idiot. Why would you go out knowing that she's obsessed with you? She'll do anything. She hurt herself. She'll hurt anybody else. Knowing that she'll do this, yet you still go out and meet with Sarah. The chemistry between them, it was really good, actually. I was like, damn. Whoa. Bro, the acting really brought the whole movie to life. Everybody there was just a good actor, bro. And it was like, her especially, Nikki especially. Acting, oh my days, bro. It was so good. Like, immediately you could see the switch in characters. It was a different character from start to finish. From when you first get introduced to her, you can see how she is as a character. Boom. Completely different after that. But it's just the fact that, like, bro, she's doing all these things. She's watching you and stuff. And your first thought, you're not going to let me look for a solution? You only look for a solution after it started affecting you for real. Like, that's why I say every character was just selfish and just like inconsiderate. At the end when he killed himself, was he not thinking in his head like, oh wow, like what if I do it, right? She snapped back from the wish and everything is the same. Everything is the same, bro. You didn't help anybody out. You made everything 10 times worse, honestly. Honestly, you made everything 10 times worse. Freeing her. And when he got out of bed and she was like, kill me, please. Then and there, he should have killed her. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been a lot better if he just killed her there. Nobody would have died but her. I mean, he would have faced the consequences, but imagine how that turned out to, say he was just killed her there. Very drastic. Very drastic. And, you never got Ian killed. Nigga got shot in the head. Bro, that was like I knew it was going to happen, but like, damn, like, you know these things are going to happen, but the tension itself is just like, oh man, like when it actually happens, like shit. Especially her death when she just slammed her head and shit. Bro. And it's just sad that she died before going to college, bro. And I feel like that's what snapped her through the guilt. It wasn't due to anything else other than guilt. He started feeling bad. That's it. He never really had anybody's like, and that's the thing though, right? If you get a wish, why would you wish for somebody else to live out your wish? He was a terrible character. He was a jackass. He was an idiot. He was just like, but I loved the film though. From start to finish, I loved the film. I'm not gonna lie. I loved the film. It was very good. The film, like, the acting made it really good. And then, by the way, the guys who made this film were these guys I used to watch. Like, they used to make skits on Instagram and like TikTok and stuff. And now to see that they put this to the big screen, like Jordan Peele, it's just like, wow. It's wonderful, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always wanted to be an actor, but I was like, wow. I live in South Carolina. How do I become an actor? Like, I've always, bro. I feel like I could be great at acting. I just like South Carolina. Where the hell am I gonna go to even start acting, or even And even then, it's very rare to even get into like the big roles or the big thing without even becoming like evil or doing something that you don't want to do, right? But honestly, I would say the movie's an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I really love the plot, and how it was. The plot was very good, and the scenes, just like the cinematography, is just, it was magnificent. The shadowing, everything they did in the movie, like the scenes, just, it weighed so much because you're like, what is she gonna do next? What's gonna happen at the party? I was like, bro, what is she about to do? Is she gonna stab somebody? Is she gonna kill Sarah? Is she gonna do this or that? I'm like, bro, oh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. He just made so many bad decisions, bro. It could have ended a lot better if he just. Why did his dumbass leave the witch though, bro? Why would you go in the bathroom and leave the witch unattended with her ass? Louis too. Nah, that ass, bro. Dude was seriously a dumbass and infuriating, but I don't know, bro. I really love the film. Like I said, 8.5, 9 out of 10. Final review. My favorite parts of the movie versus my favorite least parts of the movie. My favorite part was he go back to the store. He was like, the Willow Wish. What's that? Nah, I'm just fucking. They're right here. He's like, the fuck is wrong with you? That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. But like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. What is wrong with you? You nigga got a lot of blood on her. And why did the emergency room take her? Like, she was bleeding a lot. And even like, if the emergency room didn't take her, why didn't he just take her to the hospital? Like in the hospital, right? That was one of my favorite parts. Another favorite part was whole movie. Shit. I'm trying to remember like the parts individually, but it's kind of hard when it's like I just watched it. Yeah, it's fresh in my brain, but it's like kind of hard to just. This is why I should write scripts about this shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I recommend everyone to go check out the movie at least once. I think I'm gonna watch it twice just to really get a feel for how I feel about the movie. And yeah. I mean, y'all have a great day or night, and I hope y'all enjoyed the review. I'm gonna do a lot better videos, a lot more videos about the reviews of albums or songs or anything really. It's just anything can get reviewed. All right, if it they like got my attention. All right, but without further ado. Thank you all for watching, if you watched for this long, and have a blessed night, evening, morning, day, doesn't matter. Have a good one.